Welcome, everyone. This is Financially Speaking with Jason LaBarge. We have a great episode for you today. We have a special guest, Susie Iaquinta from the BWMC Foundation. At LaBarge Financial, we have a vivid vision where we want to transform the lives of the families we serve, our team, and our broader community. And today's episode, we're going to focus on the broader community. It's a topic that's very important to me. And so we're going to have Susie walk through what she does at the foundation. Welcome, Susie.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
So yes, as you mentioned, I am with Baltimore Washington Medical Center Foundation. I've been there 17 years.
Wow.
Love what I do. So I am the director of development. So my passion and joy is working with our community members, particularly with our donors and board of directors. It's honestly, it's an honor to be able to be here and share with your audience, your clients, the community, the work that we are doing in the community.
And we have been acquainted maybe the last 6 months or so.
Yes.
And I've gotten a great introduction to what, not only just the foundation, but also just the broader hospital.
Yes.
We did a tour that driving in there, I'm thinking, I'm about to do a tour of a hospital. Nobody particularly likes to be at a hospital.
Correct.
But I was impressed. I think the professionals working there were great.
Yes.
Dr. Benjamin.
Marshall Benjamin.
He was fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Like him and I think really connected.
Yes.
And then we saw the Da Vinci. Why don't you take a minute just because I was fascinated with the Da Vinci. Why don't you just take a minute and talk about what that is?
Absolutely. So really what you witnessed, Jason, is the extraordinary dedication of our OR team, so operating room. And the Da Vinci robot is just an amazing device, state-of-the-art equipment that is used for minimally invasive surgeries. So it allows the surgeon to get precisely into whatever type of surgery they're doing, really be able to be precise, and it's less obtrusive, so we get you home quicker rather than a longer stay at the hospital.
Because the surgeon is not actually working on the body, they're working away from it.
They're working away from the patient, actually over in if you almost think of like a gaming console device.
Yeah.
They're working through the robot and able to maneuver the instruments that are working on the patient. It's quite extraordinary.
It was amazing.
That's the best way I could describe it in layman's terms. But it is truly amazing.
At first, when you first see it, you think it's like a spider or like it's got all these appendages, whatever. And it was for a person who doesn't know specifics about hospitals or that sort of thing, to see things like that, and then what separates one hospital from another.
Correct.
Obviously, living in Anne Arundel County, we've had 4 children here. We just automatically went to Anne Arundel and Annapolis, and there's nothing wrong with
that's great.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's great.
But BWMC is closer.
Right.
Talk a little bit about the history of the hospital.
Right. So we have been in existence for 60 years. Started with a local community hospital, actually founded by community leaders that identified the need for healthcare in their community. So 60 years ago, we were north of Arundel, opened our doors in 1965. And today we're celebrating 60 years. And in the decades that the hospital has existed, they have continued to grow and really provide world-class expertise in the community.
And it's part of the Baltimore Washington.
Yes. So thank
community.
you. Yep. So Baltimore Washington Medical Center is affiliated with the University of Maryland Medical System. So as we are celebrating 60 years, we're also celebrating 25 years with the University of Maryland Medical System. So it's been 25
years in that system.
Yes, correct. So it's really helped to elevate us. And as I mentioned before, provide that state-of-the-art care, expertise right here in our community.
Dr. Benjamin was amazing.
He is a phenomenal
But not only
surgeon.
him, the other ladies that we had met
were
you could definitely tell passionate about what they were passionate about what they do.
Correct.
All the way from the gal that was cleaning
Yep.
the different surgical, all the way to the
Yes.
nurses that were giving us the tour.
Yes.
All of them. Yeah,
exactly.
passionate.
You're right, Jason. And one of the points I wanted to highlight that it's not so much the equipment,
right?
The buildings,
yes,
it's the people,
it is
right?
People, right?
And
For
these
sure.
people, the team members, are truly dedicated, committed to the well-being of their community, the patients they care for.
Yeah.
It is quite extraordinary to experience that, which is why I'm so happy your team and you came out to tour.
Who gave us the tour? The gal.
Yeah, so Dr. Beverly Young.
Yes.
Is our peri-op director, as well as our Kami Case, who is our robotic systems coordinator.
I was surprised at the amount of services available. She went through a whole
it's endless
menu. Yeah, and the focus on state of the art, not only the equipment but just the surrounding facilities.
The surrounding,
and
that's correct.
And to have a focus on that, I think, is extremely important.
Correct. And again, where philanthropy comes in play, through the foundation, we've been able to provide the ILO Breast Center, the Tate Cancer Center, all renowned programs that provide, again, care for our community members, which allows us to provide that care right here and to avoid going downtown to Baltimore.
What's as just a side, we have maybe 24 clients that work there, and when these clients come to us to retire, you can tell that they love what they do.
Yes.
And they've got a tremendous amount of experience. I mean, a lot of these people are coming to us after 35 years in this particular area, 40 years in that particular area, because that was what really introduced me to BWMC, was the amount of clients we had retiring from there and how passionate they were about what they did. And and what was really cool is they're all a family. Like we would add one, and then we had 15 more because Susie told us, and Susie told us, and Susie told us, and Susie told us, and we obviously get that from other employers and communities, but not like we see at BWMC, which is really something.
It is something, and in fact, for
17 years, you've been there 17
years. And not to jump ahead, but even for the seminar that we're partnering together on, we have a couple of team members already registered to attend that have seen, our through the foundation, the signage and just word of mouth that you'll be there along with Rachel Munoz.
I'm glad that you brought up the seminar because coming up in November, we're going to do an event, and we're hoping that this is the first of several we're going to do. At LaBarge, we're familiar with doing events like this, and you've always done your host of events, but I think coming together, especially with Rachel Munoz and her legal background, we're going to try to educate the community on what the foundation does.
Correct.
And I think that starts with right now. Why don't you tell us more about this, specifically the foundation?
Really to give kind of a high level explanation, because many people, there's a misconception out there as to why does a hospital need financial support or philanthropy? Well, in the state of Maryland, we have a unique payment method or model, unlike the other states in the country. So we have a fixed budget that we work with. So our profit margins are razor thin, practically less than 2%. So that makes fundraising or philanthropy very important and crucial for the work that we do to and the goals that we have to expand through capital projects or to
buy more Da Vinci.
Buy the Da Vinci robot, to provide program initiatives to care for patients and the community. And I think what I would also say to that effect is it wouldn't matter the quantity of patients we see. So many people think that the more patients that we see, the more money or revenue we generate. Because you would think that's a normal
business.
That's correct.
The more clients you have, the more customers you have, the more money you're going to make. But that's not the case.
That's not the
in
case.
Healthcare.
Correct.
In the state of Maryland.
In the state of Maryland, it's more about the quality and the efficiency. So that's
unique to Maryland.
And that's unique to Maryland.
So what? And what do you think of that?
Um,
I like the focus on quality
yes.
and efficiency.
Yes. It actually, and I'm not alone in this, but it does make it so that we are focused, right, on the quality
Yeah.
of patient care,
Yeah.
which is why many programs that we've helped
As
establish.
opposed to focus on profit.
Correct.
See, I can
Yeah.
get behind that.
Yeah. I think many people can. And that's why I wanted to make sure that, it was clear to your audience as well that.
So it's not about how many patients
Correct.
you see.
Right.
It's about effectiveness
and quality of care. Correct.
And that's measured in a million different ways,
that we don't
need to get into.
Correct.
But what we want everyone to hear is that the need for philanthropy is
great.
Is big time.
It's
yes,
big
it's
time.
extremely important.
In order for us to provide the support of capital projects, to provide these wonderful programs that I want to share with you
absolutely.
On how we care for patients, how we care for the community, that can't happen without philanthropy
Without
dollars.
that. So why don't you talk
Sure.
about some of those programs? I find it interesting that they can't focus on profit. I think that's unique, or that's common within nonprofits.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in a lot of nonprofits, instead of calling it profit, they call it something
other term. Sure.
But it's profit at the end of the day.
Right.
But in a world where we're not, the hospital doesn't benefit from more patients,
Mm-hmm.
in a world where healthcare is even more important, people are living longer.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing increase, instances of all kinds of health ailments.
Right.
The need for philanthropy is going to even more increase.
Correct.
And so when it comes down to philanthropy, it's about education.
Yes.
I live in the community.
Yeah.
I had heard of North Arundel. Obviously,
Sure.
I've heard of BWMC.
Yes.
How often am I really, especially as a business leader, am I even thinking about how to help?
Sure.
So it's educating the community on who we are, what we do, and then for what I want to do, what you want to do, what Rachel wants to do, we want to educate on the various ways on how you can give.
Correct.
But I think it's important that we highlight why someone would want to give and what specifically your dollars go to.
Correct.
So highlight, if you would, a few of the programs.
And as I mentioned, we have so many programs to share. I could be here all day to highlight them all, but I definitely want to touch on some of the key ones. So for our hospital, we invest in our team members. So some programs that the foundation helps to support are our employees. We have an emergency employee assistance fund that we established, actually stood up during COVID. Again, difficult, trying time for all of us, right, in different ways. So this fund is, again, 100% donor supported, and provides relief to any employee who applies for assistance that has found themselves facing an emergency situation.
Got it.
Additionally, how we support our team members is our nursing and allied scholarship.
Real quick, I think it's important with
Yep.
healthcare workers.
Yes.
Incredibly stressful.
Oh my gosh, yes. Very stressful.
I cannot imagine going into work every day and having to face a child with cancer.
Yes.
Or even a grandfather, whatever.
Right.
And so and you see it in television shows too. I mean, obviously it's Hollywood. It's not.
Our team members are under an enormous amount of stress.
And not to mention what's happening at home.
Correct.
What's happening in the community.
Right.
But then walk into the hospital.
Correct.
So I don't even know that I knew about the employee. So that's pretty cool.
And it's pretty amazing. Not every hospital, I think many have recently been able to start a similar program.
Yeah.
But that is one of the ways that we support our team members.
Also,
our nursing and allied scholarship program, which provides, since 2003, we've provided over $500,000 in assistance in educational programs that our team members apply for if they're going back to college for
master's degree
or any kind of
professional. Go get my nursing degree.
Correct. They want to advance themselves. We want to support
Healthcare is
them.
always changing.
Yes,
The need for education.
Yeah.
That's great. So like a pool for scholarships.
Yeah. Yeah, and we
Okay.
have within that nursing and allied program, we have 3 scholarships that are offered,
Wow.
which is pretty extraordinary.
Okay. So we have assistance for employees.
Employees facing any type of hardship, and then we have educational support scholarships for our team members.
That's great.
Yeah. So, additionally, something we started in recent years is a workforce development program. So this is pretty interesting as well, as I'm sure many of you have heard about the Maryland nursing shortage.
Sure.
We have partnered recently with Anne Arundel Community College and BWMC to create pathways for interested community members who want to pursue a medical field to be able to get the funds and actually work and train at a hospital.
So they don't need to be working currently, let's say, for BWMC.
Well, they can. There's a few different pathways. They don't have to be. If they're enrolled as a student at Anne Arundel Community College, they can actually receive hands-on training at the hospital and education.
And that's common among physicians.
Yes.
They get part of their education. And it might be for nurses as well.
And
I don't
it's
know, but
really
it certainly
specifically,
is through this program.
Yeah, exactly, Jason. And this is specifically tailored for nurses or certified nursing assistants.
That's correct.
Yes.
So there's programs to develop the employees.
Correct. Yeah.
And then there's programs for patients. Talk about some of those.
Yes. So I do want to mention one that is meaningful. Well, they're all meaningful to me, but this one that strikes a chord is our Patient Care and Comfort Fund.
Okay.
And that actually was started by one of our oncologists at the Tate Cancer Center. And the purpose of this fund is to provide comfort to a patient who's just experienced a cancer diagnosis. And the fund helps to, if the patient is in need of transportation, any type of maybe food assistance, medical needs, wigs, nutritional supplements. This fund provides that relief. And when my father was receiving treatment, he could have chosen to go anywhere in the state of Maryland. I said, you have to come here, Dad, to Tate Cancer Center. And he was so moved by Dr. Singh was his physician, and he was inspired by the Patient Care and Comfort Fund that he donated to that and provided blanket warmers to patients. So it really...
I know, it's amazing. My father went through bile duct cancer, and God, he was a trooper, man. He was a trooper. And all of the different things from a blanket warmer to something to cover up the
small
feet.
touches that really...
So families would apply...
Yes. So through our social worker at the Tate Cancer Center and in partnership with our medical providers, patients can either ask for assistance or they can be identified through those care providers that share that there's a need. And the social worker will get in touch with the patients directly.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
Any others you want to highlight? Any other programs?
Actually, there is. We just recently started a Courtney Speaker Series, which is open to our community, funded by donors who have been part of the hospital's legacy. And the sole purpose of this speaker series is to provide education and a resource for really your well-being. So, and that's every fall that we offer a speaker series, and guests are invited to come in to the Courtney Conference Center
so
to
when
attend.
We think about our vivid vision. Our vivid
Yeah.
vision, again, is to transform the lives of our families we serve. Transform the lives of our staff, our team. And transform the lives of our community. And it sounds like the foundation's highlighting similar, right? You talked about staff, you talked about the broader community with the speaker series, and then the patients you serve. There's a variety, and you've touched on 2 or 3 of them here, but there's a whole.
And I do want to mention too, Jason, we also the foundation supports holiday food drives for patients in need and their families, and we touch on from our youngest patients helping with toy drives, whose families may not be able to afford toys for the holidays. We provide meals for Thanksgiving, the upcoming holidays, and even assisting our seniors who, again, through our case managers, come to us
Identify
and,
the
and
need.
identify
Yeah.
the need. So it really is an extraordinary effort, and the foundation, through the support of our donors, can help meet these
And
needs.
it seems to me
Mm-hmm.
the next few years that need is only going to increase. Meaning
Correct. Yes.
the hospital is
Yes.
going to be looking towards your team
Yes.
and the other BWMC
Yes.
Foundation teams
Yes.
for more resources.
Yes. Yep.
And so the need has never been, has never been more.
More. Yes.
And there's a million different ways that people can donate. Part of the reason why Rachel and I are hosting the event, or you're hosting the event, and we're speaking at
Sure.
the event, is to educate people on
Correct.
the variety of ways.
Yes.
My wife and I have decided that we've making a
Yes.
gift, a commitment
Yes.
over the next 3 years.
Yes.
That we're going to donate, but that's just one way. If you would
Right.
take a couple minutes and
Oh,
just talk
sure.
through what other ways people can
Yes.
donate. It doesn't have to be money.
And
either.
it doesn't have to be money. And I was
Yeah.
going to say that we have, we'd love to work with our volunteers. And if that's something that meets, your needs and interests, we can work with volunteers that support our programs. We also have a next generation committee that's established to help volunteer and make an impact right here through.
We have retirees
Yes.
always looking for whether it be to drive,
Absolutely. Yep.
ways to, stay busy
Connect
and
and-
connect
yeah, sure.
and volunteer. And those are, I don't want to say the word easy, but those are ways that there are more complicated ways, if you will, or more that you can give money.
Right.
There's RMD,
Yes.
charitable RMD distributions you can
Exactly.
do, donor advised funds.
Donor
we can
advised
do.
funds you
and
can
so
do.
there's and we're not going to get into those details
Right.
today, but there are resources
Yes.
that folks can lean into if they
Correct.
want to. Susie, you've been doing this for 17 years. I've been wanting to ask you, because the industry you're in is not easy. After 17 years of doing this, why don't you tell us all what's something you're most proud of over your 17 years?
Yeah, thank you I'd love to share that. It's a couple of things, Jason. It's building relationships. That's been the most thing that I've been proud of. And also seeing the impact from building the relationships and the impact of the work that we're doing here in the community and seeing that come to fruition. One example I wanted to give is the healing garden at the hospital, which I know we just recently met, and you probably haven't seen or heard about it, but this healing garden is located behind the Tate Cancer Center. It's over 20 years. Okay, you did see it. Oh, you did see it.
I saw it briefly.
Okay, briefly. Okay. Over 20 years, you're over 20 years old and desperately in need of a revamp.
Yeah.
And why I bring this up is, and going back to the relationships with the donors that I've worked with and the next gen group that I have been partnering with, we have advocated and have been fundraising to support the revitalization of the healing garden, which I'm proud to share that we have completed our fundraising efforts.
Wow.
We'll be starting the work this winter to improve the garden space for our team members, for our patients, for the community. But that's an example of seeing those relationships and a direct impact come together.
The healing garden is,
yes,
if somebody's going through chemo, at least what I saw, if somebody's going through chemo, you got to sit there for a period of time. So instead of looking at a wall or even reading a
looking
magazine,
at weeds,
or
exactly.
like you're standing in front of a window and you get to see.
Yep.
Yeah. I can see that. That was amazing. That,
it is amazing to be able.
And it needed an upgrade.
And it needs an upgrade.
Between you and me.
Oh, yeah. It needs an upgrade.
And not an upgrade.
Even our physicians, as I mentioned Dr. Singh earlier, we have patients that look out to the garden at the Tate Cancer Center. We have patients who are going through rehab who come out to practice their exercises, and that garden is there for their purpose. So I'm very excited to share that with
culture.
With you. And
culture
the culture
is a tough thing to define. It's a tough thing, but that garden represents the culture of the hospital,
caring
and to see it go from start to finish.
Yes,
that is, and like I say, I went through with my father.
Yes,
and anything that can brighten up a day,
correct,
is powerful. So thank you for sharing that.
Of course,
and I want to just say. obviously we are passionate about the cause, and we want to be more. My wife and I want to be more involved in the community and healthcare. I actually studied hospital administration. That's what I thought I was going to do.
I know,
and my wife is a speech pathologist, and so we've got healthcare kind of
Right.
In our blood. But when
Sure.
it comes specifically to BWMC Foundation, Susie, it's important for you to know that you are the reason why we are choosing to partner with you, your passion,
Thank you.
the fact that you're doing this here this morning with us. At every turn, you've been helpful, you've been positive, you've been available, and I think that's extremely important.
Thank you, Jason.
You're putting a face to a cause
Yes.
that, and it seems sometimes as an outsider too, it seems such a big. Well, how do I
right.
even?
How do I
even?
Right.
You know, and
Is
so,
it tangible? Can I get involved? Right.
We will have contact information for you available for the audience to get into. But I want to thank you for 17 years of dedication.
Thank you, Jason.
Allowing me to be a part of it. Going through what I did with my father was an eye-opening experience for me. But again, it's you. You're the reason why we're partnering with your organization. And so I want to thank you for coming on today.
Jason.
Thank you for everything we do.
Much. It's just
up here.
Yes.
So that is this episode of Financially Speaking. Again, want to thank Susie Iaquinta and everything that she does. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Insurance products are offered through the insurance business LaBarge Financial, LLC. LaBarge Financial, LLC is also an investment advisory practice that offers products and services through AE Wealth Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. AEWM does not offer insurance products. The insurance products offered by LaBarge Financial, LLC are not subject to investment advisor or broker-dealer requirements. Securities offered only by duly registered individuals through Madison Avenue Securities, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. AEWM and MAS are not affiliated companies of LaBarge Financial. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying abilities of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual's situation. LaBarge Financial is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during this show shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein, provided by third parties, have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by LaBarge Financial. Susie Iaquinta and BWMC Foundation are not affiliated with LaBarge Financial, AEWM, or MAS.